Welcome back, Bleak Riders. This video is to serve as a response to another YouTuber, Big Smitty Riding. Today, I watched a video by Big Smitty talking about, is our culture dying and are we to blame? And I had some thoughts on that. I even reached out to him and said, I think I'm going to make a video about your video. And so here goes.
As you saw from the thumbnail, our culture's dying and it's your fault. Okay, somebody's gonna get super mad at me for that. It's my fault too. I'm not blaming just you, because there's going to be somebody in the comments that immediately is going to say, oh, it's not your fault, Mr. Goldwing Router, you didn't fuck up the culture. Yeah, I did. Okay, I did, along with all of us. You know, when I thought about this,
the culture he's referencing is the 1970s MC biker, very rebellious, spirit of America attitude. And that attitude, that spirit of rebellion, is not gone. It still exists in people like me and like Mr. Smitty. We are both cogs in a wheel much bigger and much older than either of us. I was drawn to biker culture as a result of riding and have learned so much about it. This is the new bike, the Cruiser. As I continue to grow as a rider, so have my tastes and what I want. So, Smitty's tastes may have grown to become more comfort-based. Enjoyment of the Goldwing. Still the king of the road, man. That bike's a killer. And whereas I'm on my baby bagger, we're both still members of the two-wheel community. Riders. Lovers of all things bike. And when I say the culture is not dead, actually quite alive, you can see that in me. Because I've only been riding 4 years. And I've developed my own distinct tastes and my own distinct likes based off of riding and being around other old schoolers, probably much like himself. And I can just highlight the popularity of shows like Sons of Anarchy, that the rebellious biker is still very much alive in the hearts of America. There's something deeply spiritual about being on the bike, and it transcends the rebelliousness. It goes straight to the heart.
man, people in their 20s, they're not going to spend these ungodly amounts for motorcycles. The price of motorcycles is crazy, and the price of motorcycles has gone up. But then I started looking at the price of motorcycles, and I realized that I know it says MSRP on the prices I'm looking at. That's not what you pay when you go in the dealership, because they're going to tack on money here and tack on money there. But that's not just Harley, so we're not just going to pick on Harley.
Big Smitty mentions MSRP, the price of bikes, the price of life has gone up, inflation and cost of goods and supply chains and general cost of living. He kind of highlights it all. He does a really good job. If you take something else away from this video, go watch Big Smitty's video when you're done with mine, and give the man a like. He took some time to put some ideas out there. I think he's half right, because there is a price component here involved. I was able to purchase 3 bikes for the price of one brand new Harley. Real talk, 100. I have a Concourse touring bike. I paid $800 for that. Now, I did have to put money into parts. The bike I'm riding, I paid $3 something for. My Z9, I paid $10.5 for. So both those 3 bikes, all cheaper than a brand new Harley. Now, with Harley, you get an absolute premium motorcycle, like the highest quality. In the modern day, it's a luxury brand motorcycle. No different than if you were to go buy a Lamborghini or a Porsche. You're buying a luxury brand. I can't afford luxury. The first bike I ever owned was a Ducati, and I found out real quick, I am not Ducati class. I am Roach class. Me and Dimebag Darrell had that in common. We're both Roach class, baby. And when you're Roach class, you buy what's cheap. And if I could find a real cheap Harley... Actually, here's the thing about Harley. The reverence these old Harley guys talk about the Evo motor with, I don't understand why Harley didn't ride the lightning on that one. Just continue to make a motor every man wanted. You'd have a baked in the cake buying group for life. They want to become a premium brand. They wanted to become so much more, to where now they're tip-top offerings. Smitty says in one part of his video, a new truck, a truck used to be $50,000, now they're $70,000, $80,000. Well, a Harley CVO special ultimate super electrified crazy bike, that's like $50,000. Some of that stuff $1 million Bogan rides, he's got more money wrapped up in them bikes, and I'll be damned if I know. I ain't got it like that, bro. I ride what I can afford. And the young guys and gals that are coming into it are real drawn towards like the stunt riding or just having fun. And in Des Moines, we got a whole subculture of Grom people, the Grommies, the Grom ghouls. And I think that's great. Just people out riding, having fun, getting into it. I think a lot of what gets laid out in Big Smitty's video are observations about the world changing, not so much the loss or death of the motorcycle culture, because it exists. I've picked up on little whispers of it and adapted them right to my own life, right to my own style. Everything from poker chips to group rides, going out to bike meets, going out to bike events. I've started doing all those things, and I've only been riding 4 years. The next thing Big Smitty brings up is that print media is dead. Brother, you're spot on that. But that's why me, you, and the other creators here exist. We're talking about bikes. We're showing off bikes. We're making videos that go into bike shows. People are still very visual. They still want to see things of beauty and interest and intrigue. And man, I don't know that there's anything more intriguing than like a chopper show or a bike building show. You got to go to one of these events in person. You got to smell the rubber, the tires, maybe a little bit of engine exhaust, and see the candy paint and all the candy colors. Well, if you like bike, you've reached Mecca. You've reached the holy place. For me it is anyway. It's a holy place. And I think me and you and many others, we act as ambassadors to this new generation who we're hoping to inspire and pass on these ideas to. Now, I'm in my 40s, and he mentions that it's mostly an older crowd, 40s and 50s. But that's because the Grom kids, like Big Smitty says, they just don't have the money yet. They don't have the disposable income to be out buying Gold Wings or fancy bikes or, that dream bike. They're on $3,000 bikes. And if a bike manufacturer would come out with a bike that was in that $3,000, $5,000 range, what do we got closest? Maybe the Honda Rebel or the Kawasaki Eliminator that's coming out. These will be real entry-level priced bikes, and maybe, just maybe, reach out to that younger generation and get them in. This video turned out a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. My video has come full circle, if you will. I'm back to parking in the parking lot. I take off from at the beginning. I want to thank Big Smitty for giving me a chance to respond to his video. Well, I mean, he couldn't have stopped me, but it mattered to me. It matters that he knows I very much think the culture is very much alive. I'm a member of it and hope to learn more from people like him, my peers in this, in Two Wheels. Just want to say, forever Two Wheels. Just ride. Bleak Rides, over and out.